You've worked hard for your progress, and now the inevitable holiday dread is setting in. Because you know you're going on holiday and you're either going to ruin your results or you're going to spend the week weighing pasta under the table. But I'll say this time and time again until I'm blue in the face. Holidays are for memories, not MyFitnessPal. So today I'm giving you 5 non-negotiable rules you can take with you on holiday so you don't have to track calories, but you also don't mess up your results that you've worked so hard this year for. So this first one is one of my favorite ones. It's really, really simple. It's the fuck yeah rule. And it's as simple as that. If you have something in front of you right now and you look at it and you go, fuck yes, I really, really want to try that. Imagine it's the gelato in the window, or imagine it's that dessert that's sitting there on that other person's table. I want that. Then have it. Give yourself permission. That's the difference. Give yourself permission. If it's something you look at in the window and you're sitting there with your husband and he's like, do you want that? And you're like, nah, don't get it. Say no. Saying no means you can have something better later on and it doesn't take away from your goals. Really, really simple. And the best part of this is when you get what you want, you feel a lot better. The next one is one my client used just the other week when she went to Italy. I mean, when she came home, she only gained 1 kilo. 2 days after coming home, she dropped 2 kilos. She's down 1 kilo before she left for holiday. It's the 3 meal rule. It's quite simple, as you probably see. It's 3 meals. Rather than just grazing, wake up in the morning, not really making time for the breakfast, just going out and grabbing a pastry and moving on with your day. And then at 3 o'clock, you want to eat the Lays. Because obviously it's not Walkers in Europe, is it? Because then you find yourself face down in a full multi-share pack of Lays instead of Walkers. And it's because you haven't eaten. Why would you, when you do that at home? That's what we spend all this time working on. Because remember, you used to get to 2 p.m. before you had the first full meal. It's the same with this. Use your main meals, build some protein in there, build some color in there, try and make them as decent as possible. Still enjoy them, but build full meals so you're left nourished, satisfied, and not feeling bloated or sick. The next one is actually one of the simplest ones you can do, and it probably works best if you're staying in a hotel and you don't have like all access to food all across the day. It's the normal brekkie rule, and it's really, really simple. This is going to be your safe zone for the day. Because most breakfasts have like usually some form of hot breakfast, like some eggs, some bacon, some sausages, some really simple stuff that you know that you can kind of estimate how much it has. But it's also be quite filling, it's going to have a decent bit of protein in it, and you can actually get some colour there where you want to. Sometimes you might grab a yogurt or a bit of fruit with that. Make the most of your breakfast. Again, don't take the piss and overindulge and make yourself sick, but control your breakfast because that's the one consistency you'll probably have all week long. When you're out and about exploring, you'll have loads of different options in front of your lunch, and then you'll be out really late and you're like, oh, what can we grab for dinner? You've less control when you're out for lunch and dinner. So why not take control at breakfast and make it a little bit simpler and make less decisions? Number 4, this one is quite a simple concept, but people often overlook it. Eat out like you're at home. And what I mean by that is not when you go out for dinner and you eat out because you'll have to start on the main and dessert and the alcohol. Of course you would. No, I'm talking about when you're at home, you just have normal dinners, right? So when you're out on holiday, just have the dinner. Don't have the starter, don't have the dessert unless it's going along with the fuck yeah rule. Just focus on having the dinner. Not every meal out needs to be a 3-course banquet. Again, it's not about restricting. It's about saying, I can have this and I can have this however I want it, but I'm going to have some form of control so that I don't overdo it every single night. If I overdo it once or twice a week, that's absolutely fine. But doing it every single day, you're asking for trouble when you get home. You'll also probably save a good amount of money. And the last one is actually something a lot of my clients use when they're at home, basically to stop themselves kind of snacking mindlessly. Basically, you have to have 5 to 10 fruit or veg, it depends on how much you want to go for, before you can have any treat or snack. So usually what this does is they usually eat more fruit and veg at breakfast and usually before or at lunch. So then when it comes to the evening time, they tend to have a few more treats. But by the time they get to their treats, they're usually well fed and full. So they have a treat to enjoy it rather than to indulge and to make themselves feel sick and keep going and going and going. They have what they want, but they just don't have everything they can have. But you're also nourishing your body as well. Not all of these will work. Not all of these will suit you. But rather than tracking calories and being super strict and basically worrying about crying your eyes out the first day you see the scales when you come back home from holiday, try one of these the next time you're on holiday. I promise you it'll be a much better experience. And if you're someone who struggles coming home from holiday and what to do next, go watch this next video because this next video teaches you exactly what not to do and what to do instead for when you come back from holiday. So you don't ruin your head and you actually make better progress and continue to lose weight like you were trying to before. And if you found this video useful in the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe and share it with a friend.